Let's be real for a second. Junk food is everywhere. You don't even have to try to find it. It finds you. It's in your Instagram ads, your Uber Eats suggestions, and that glowing bag of chips in your kitchen that somehow whispers your name at midnight. And sure, we all know it's not kale. But here's the thing most people don't realize. Junk food doesn't just mess with your waistline, it actually messes with your brain. Like, literally changes the way your brain works, especially your memories. So let's break this down. Imagine your brain as a super complex, super busy city. Millions of neurons are basically like little cars zooming around, carrying messages, building memories, helping you focus. Now, imagine someone decides to build fast food drive-thrus on every corner of that city. Fries over here, burgers over there, sodas flowing through the streets. At first, it's exciting. Free food, right? But then traffic slows down, the roads get jammed, and suddenly, your once smooth, high-functioning brain city is clogged up with greasy traffic jams. This is what junk food does. See, when you eat a lot of high-fat, high-sugar stuff, your brain's communication system actually gets weaker. Scientists have found that junk food can shrink the hippocampus. That's the part of your brain in charge of learning and memory. And if you're thinking, well, I don't need the hippocampus, I've got Google, think again. Day About Campus is literally the reason you remember where you left your keys, or that tomorrow you have a meeting at 9. Shrink that guy, and suddenly you're rewatching Netflix shows because you can't remember what episode you were on. And here's the kicker. Junk food doesn't just make you forgetful, it makes you want more junk food. It messes with your reward system, the dopamine loop. You know, that little hint of happiness you get when you bite into a cookie? Junk food is engineered to crank that dopamine way up, like a Vegas slot machine levels of dopamine. But over time, your brain starts to need more sugar, more salt, more crunch to feel the same reward. So it's not just your stomach asking for another slice of pizza. It's your brain begging for another hit. And here's why it gets really moderate day relatable. You know when you sit down to just check Instagram for a second, and then suddenly an hour disappears? Junk food works the same way. That bag of chips you thought you'd just snack on? Gone in one Netflix episode. Because junk food really hijacks your ability to self-regulate. It actually lowers activity in the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that makes decisions. Like, maybe I should stop eating after the 12th cookie. So, yeah, it's not you. It's literally your brain being rewired. Now, some of you might be thinking, okay, but life is stressful, and fries are delicious. Do I just never eat junk food again? And listen, I'm not here to ruin your Friday night pizza ritual. The problem isn't the occasional indulgence. It's when junk food becomes your default. When every stressful day becomes a daily subscription plan. That's when your brain starts to suffer a long-term damage. Let's make this super clear with a quick example. Think about finals week or a big work deadline. You're tired, stressed, maybe pulling late nights. What's the go-to fuel? Energy drinks, candy bars, takeout. In the short term, it feels like survival. You get that quick sugar rush, caffeine spike. You feel like you're powering through. But here's the truth. Long-term, studies show people who regularly eat high-sugar, high-fat diets have worse memory performance. And not in a funny, oops, I forgot my password kind of way, but in a, my brain literally can't store information as well anymore kind of way. Imagine trying to save a file on your laptop, and the computer it's like, nope, sorry, hard drive's full of grease. And it doesn't stop there. Junk food actually changes the structure of your brain, specifically the hippocampus, the part that handles memory and learning. Too much junk, and it literally shrinks. That means the more fast food you eat, the harder it is to remember stuff. and the harder it is to learn new things. Kind of like trying to install new apps on a phone with no storage space. Oh, and let's not forget inflammation. Junk food increases inflammation in the brain, which is basically like turning on a constant fire alarm in your head. Your neurons are stressed out, the circuits are fried, and the whole system is less efficient. No wonder you feel foggy, distracted, unable to focus. Ever notice how ads are a fast food binge? Even watching TikTok feels like too much effort. That's not just the food coma. That's your brain chemistry reacting. Your brain is literally working harder to function. Quick pause. If you're finding this helpful and you want more bite-sized science like this, get subscribed. It really helps me out. Okay, back to the science snack. Here's another thing most people don't realize. Junk food hijacks your dopamine system. That's the reward chemical in your brain. It's the same system linked to addiction. So when you keep eating chips or cookies, your brain's reward sensor lights up. But over time, it gets desensitized, meaning you need more junk just to feel that same good feeling. And when your brain is chasing that faked high, it's neglecting memory and focus. Now, here's the hopeful part. Your brain isn't doomed. If you start pulling back on the junk food and giving it real fuel, like omega-3s from fish, antioxidants from berries, leafy greens, even just more water, your brain can actually bounce back. The hippocampus can recover, memory improves, focus gets sharper. Think of it like spring cleaning your brain city, clearing out the greasy traffic jams, rebuilding the roads, letting the neurons zip around again. Suddenly, instead of struggling to concentrate, you're remembering details, connecting ideas, feeling mentally sharp again. Honestly, that's what makes this whole topic kind of empowering. Because junk food is engineered to make you feel like you have no control. But knowing this science, understanding that your foggy memory or constant cravings aren't just you being weak, but your brain being hacked, suddenly gives you the power to hack it back. So next time you're reaching for that giant soda or that third donut, just remember, it's not just about your waistline, it's about your brain. And your brain deserves better than being clogged up like a drive-thru on a Friday night. Snack smart, keep your brain city running smooth, and your memory, trust me, it will thank you later. And hey, if you enjoyed this little science snack, make sure to hit subscribe and turn on notifications. That way, you'll always have smarter fuel for your brain, right here on Snack on Science. Thank you for watching.